For congestion on the roads and the airports as the holiday travel rush ramps up. The Port Authority expecting more than 4 million people at its bridges and tunnels during this travel period and more than 2 million people at its airports. Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuchman continues our coverage this morning. She's live at LaGuardia. Lindsay?
Sandra, I do want to point out, after we just heard from Reagan there, that if you are going to Newark, because of this record-breaking travel that we're expecting, and if you're planning to take New Jersey Transit, you may want to rethink that this morning and really give yourself some extra time, because the TSA is predicting this to be a record-breaking summer travel season nationwide, and this weekend is really the kickoff to that, and the Port Authority is expecting the same here at area airports. I'll show you what it looks like at Terminal B here at LaGuardia. It's not all that crowded, but it is more crowded than you would see on a typical Thursday morning. But this is what we can expect throughout the day. There are, the line at security right now says 10 minutes, but I walked over there and it's the queue snakes around 3 or 4 times. So to me, you're going to just want to keep that in mind if you are heading here today. But according to the Port Authority, 6.4 million people will be coming through both airports, bridges, and tunnels. So that means flying and driving into and out of the New York area. That's during the 6-day travel peak, which is today through Tuesday. 4.2 million will be driving, which is actually consistent to last year, but it's that 2.2 million that will be flying, which is a 0.2% increase from the record that we broke this time last year. So it's just getting more and more and more. The Port Authority held a news conference yesterday ahead of this weekend.
We have stopped all non-emergency construction at all of our Hudson River crossings. We will be providing enhanced staff at all of our facilities, from PATH stations to the crossings to the airports.
And if you are driving, the worst times with the most congestion that they are expecting is today between noon and 6. People probably leaving work early, trying to hit the road, but you will hit traffic as well. Tomorrow, also between noon and 7 p.m., you'll see the most amount of cars on the road, but that's to be expected. If you are flying, though, some tips that the Port Authority is urging people to do is take public transportation if you have the option to do so. Pre-book your parking and just arrive a little bit earlier than you may for a typical weekend trip. For now, we're live.